Hello everyone and welcome to the session of data science. In the previous session we have learned about our data structure. Today in this session we are going to start with a function. Before moving ahead, I'd like to quickly introduce myself. I'm Neha Ocha, working as a software engineer in Kpro Solutions Private Limited. Kpro is a leading provider in the field of analytics, data lake, machine learning, artificial intelligence, IoT, cloud and mobile applications development. So let's not waste any time and look at today's agenda. So in today's session, we'll start with the introduction of function. Then we will learn how to define a function and the meaning of different argument it takes. Then we'll go ahead and learn the different built-in function provided by R. And finally, we'll learn how to create a user-defined function and call it. So function is a set of statements organized together to perform a specific task. R provides a large number of inbuilt functions and we can also create our own function in R. In R, function is an object, so our interpreter is able to pass control to the function along with the argument that is necessary for function to accomplish a task. Function then perform a task and return control to the interpreter. To create our function, we need to use function keyword. The syntax of the function will start with a function name, then we will use the function keyword, and then we'll pass the argument, and finally we will have the function body that will also contain the return statement. Here, the function name is the name of the function which you want to give. Arguments are optional and they should be provided when function is invoked. Function body will contain all the statements which are required for function to perform its task. And finally, in function body will have return statement. It will return the result of a function. Function can work with a variable input, so we can use it with different data. Also, it returns output as object, so you can work with the result of that function. So let's have a look at the different built-in functions provided by R. There are different type of built-in function available in R. I have listed few of them and here they are. The first one is numeric function, the second one is sequence or vector function, the third one is character function, and the fourth one is statistical probability function. Few examples of numeric function are absolute, square root, ceiling, float, trunk, log, etc. In the sequence vector function we have sequence and repeat function. Sequence function is used for generating a sequence, while repeat function is used for repeating a particular number or a string a particular number of times. Character function have substring, grep, to upper, to lower, etc. Substring is used for extracting or replacing a particular part of a string from vector. Grep is used for searching a particular string from a list of statements. To upper is used for converting the entire statement to uppercase. To lower is used for converting the entire statement to the lowercase. And finally we have statistical probability function. There are so many functions available in R under this category and few of them are rnorm, pnorm, dnorm. Rnorm is for creating random variable. Pnorm is used for normal probability. And dnorm is used in normal density function. To know more about the uses of this function, you can take help of R documentation. Now we will learn how to create user-defined function, how to call a function, and how to call a function with arguments using RStudio. Now let's suppose we want to create a function which will take input from the two vectors and create another vector which will have the elements of these two vectors. So here we have defined our function, we have given the name to our function, then we have used keyword function and we have passed the argument which is having vector 1 and vector 2. Then we have started with the function body and then we have written the statement that was required for getting the desired result and then we are returning that out. So let me run this function and show you how it is going to generate the result. So we have created our first function. So we need to define this vector 1 and vector 2 first. So let me define these two vectors. So in vector 1 I am passing 1, 5, 7, 8 and 9. And in vector 2 I am passing A, B. So we have defined these two vectors which we need to pass as argument of our function. So let me call the function. So here you can see output of the function contain the element of these two vectors which we have created in our previous step. This is how you can create and call a user-defined function. Now let us have a quick look at the topics which we have covered in today's session. So we have started with the definition of the function. Then we have learned the syntax available for creating a function and the meaning of the different arguments it takes. Then we have learned different built-in function available in R, and finally we have created a user-defined function and learned how to call it. So that's all for today's session. In the next session we are going to learn about the bar charts and histogram. Thank you for watching this video. You can provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. You can also write us at feedback@keypro.co.in. To learn more about new technologies, you can subscribe our YouTube channel on blockchain, cloud, data science, ETL, data lake, DevOps, big data testing, and cloud testing. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Thank you once again, and let's keep learning.